Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you how I made this fun little thank you card that just shines using the Thanking You stamp found in our annual catalog and some clear embossing powder. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how to get started. Okay, I'm going to be creating this card with the Thanking You stamp found in the annual catalog, and normally I would put it on one of our large clear blocks. But today I'm going to share with you how to use the Stampin Positioner. So I'm going to remove the top plate here and set it to the side. And I'm going to bring in my designer series paper. Now I'm hoping you can see it. There's this little triangle here that I am lining up my designer series paper for. I'm simply butting it up against those two little pegs and bringing in my magnets. And these are nice and flexible, so they're easy to pick up and move. I'm going to take my stamp and lay it on my designer series paper here exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to bring my plate in, place it onto the pegs, and press down. Now there's some springs here on the bottom, so this is so easy to do. And I'm going to simply rub so I've got an even pickup. And it's okay if it's lifting that designer series paper because, like I mentioned, it can go right back to where it was. Move those magnets, slide it back in place, and place those magnets down. Let's see, I'm going to put that one down here in this corner. There we go. Next I'm going to bring in my basic gray ink, and I'm going to ink up this image. Now I've got a nice juicy pad here. You want to make sure you've got plenty of inker on that pad so you get a nice coverage on a bold image like this. And I'm going to place it on those pegs, set it down, and you'll notice I got some ink on the plate. Not worried about that at all because that spring mechanism keeps the plate up in the air and doesn't rock. So I'm pressing down and lifting slowly. There we go. And I've got this beautiful image. Now if it's not as solid as I like, I could re-ink one more time, place it on the pegs, making sure that it's in position like it was against those pegs, and press. There we go. I'm going to lift slowly, and I've got this lovely image. Now clearly I've got some trash on my stamp, so I'll want to make sure when I bring my chamois in, I clean that off well. Concentrate on the end there, and I'm going to take off some of that excess ink also with my chamois and set it aside. And then, because this is quite lovely like it is, but I want some shine to it, I'm going to bring in my Versamark and ink that up really well with a juicy Versamark pad. I'm going to flip that over, make sure I'm where I want to be, place that back on, and press. And as you see, that lines up perfectly with that image. I'm going to lift that. Now I probably should have used my embossing buddy first to make sure I didn't have any static, but I forgot that step. So I'm going to simply continue on with my clear embossing powder simply by adding that to the top and coating it well. And then I can simply tap off the excess powder and heat my image. So I have my embossed panel here, and I'm going to lay it onto my basic gray just quickly and easily with a little bit of adhesive. And I'm doing this flat. Like so. I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back. I'm going to remove the backings and adhere it to my card front. Now I'm going to set this right in the middle here and those dimensionals will give me a little bit of lift and shadow underneath that panel, like so. Now for the inside, I'm going to take this little strip of Designer Series paper and adhere it along the bottom. Now, as you can see, I let a little bit of an edge there of the white showing, and then I can either simply set it inside my card or adhere it down. And I'm going to adhere this one down like so. So there you go. I've got that finished. I'm going to add a little bit of shine to this project with my flat pearls here. These happen to be in colors, and they come in all 5 of the in colors. Let's see, I'm going to put this one over here, and I'm going to pop this one right here by the H for a quick and easy shimmer. And I think I'm going to add another one here to this corner, and one up here by the U. So I've got 5 embellishments there that just kind of move your eye around the card front. So there you go, a quick and easy card using the Thanking You stamp and our Stampin' Positioner. And of course, if you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Jini. Thanks for joining me.